Alright, 60-second summary for the new Festival Lead Seaking deck that's weaker than the Dipplin version, but allows you to deal 120 damage and draw 4 cards, which I said wasn't great until you realize Seaking can get it up really easily like it's back in college. Just like the previous iteration of Festival Lead, the Seaking build relies on Thwackey to grab whatever card you want each turn, plus Festival Grounds to attack twice. By attacking twice, you can draw 4 cards and deal 120 damage. And if the first attack of Seaking takes a KO, you can attack their new active as well. Obviously, 120 isn't a lot of damage, that's where the buffs come in. Black Belt's training boosts the damage against EX Pokemon by 40, meaning you can reach 200 damage. Add in Maximum Belt, now it's 300 damage. While Dipplin does do more damage, it lacks the raw card draw, making Seaking the better option, is what I'm choosing to say to justify this video. Personally, I like Kieran more than Black Belt's training because Kieran lets you deal boosted damage against both V and EX, not just EX. But then the deck wouldn't be filled with new Prismatic Evolutions cards, and you wouldn't hit that subscribe button, helping me get to 20,000 before rotation. I also have wacky builds you can find in the description featuring cards like Charizard EX and Skeledirge EX. Thanks to all the card draw from Seaking, plus the specific search of Thwackey, getting random Stage 2 Pokemon up and running is surprisingly easy here. So if you're seeking a fun new deck to try, this is it. Because they're probably gonna have the Dusclops, I think it makes the most sense to do this. All right, what's the Thwackey situation? We got the whole gang, let me guess. Oh, we also have the rare candies? What is going on? We must have like 0 festival grounds. Okay, so we prized 2 festival grounds. That's fine, but I guess we go... Yeah, we want 1. And then, oh wait, hang on, can I... Okay, good. I was like, can I not select it? All right, TM Evolution. I want to go... Oh, yeah, so I think this is risky because obviously they can have the Dusclops and they can have everything. But if I go for double Thwackey, we're guaranteed to have at least 1 Goldeen survive. Because they can go Dusclops. They'll give me a prize, which is fine. And then they'll take a knockout. They will activate Defiance Band. So I can go Black Belt's training, grab Defiance Band with Thwackey, grab Seaking, and then we knock out the Terapagos. I don't know if that's the right course of action because they're probably going to get the Bouffalon, and Bouffalon's kind of not good news. And Jukes, oh man, we've had other people who are familiar with game design and everything, and just like the things that don't make any sense in this game. Like, you want to see another cool thing? Like, look at the scoreboard over here. Notice how it's not lined up perfectly with the crack in the game board there. Notice how it's just like off center a little bit. You'll never be able to unsee that, by the way. And another thing that I've noticed, because somebody asked me, like, was this your footage? You'll notice that your username is not on the board. Your coin and your deck box aren't here either. But you'll notice it does not say trust your pilot in the bottom right, so people can't know it's my footage. That's another fun thing. And yes, Jukes, we've been saying that for 3 years, that the dev doesn't know what they're doing. All right, so we go Boom Boom Groove. We're gonna knock out their Terapagos. We go get Defiance Band, and then I have to get Festival Grounds as well. So we get Festival Grounds, Defiance Band, and then we take a huge KO. Okay, remember, Festival Grounds. Trust your pilot, do not forget. Festival Grounds, there we go. Festival Grounds, they'll get rid of probably the Noctowl, because that puts a Noctowl in the discard pile, which they can Night Stretcher back in their hand and redo the thing. But you're about to lose your Terra Pokemon, bro. Okay, so I have to do the thing. We go Defiance Band, Black Belt's training. I believe we put that there. We're going to go there as well. And then we just draw a ton of cards. Okay, yes. I would like to perform another attack. There we go. Rapid draw. Okay. 260. There's a Seaking. There's a Manaphy. We have liftoff. The problem with this build is that Seaking does 60 damage. So the Dipplin, that does 100 damage if you have a full bench, and obviously that's very easy to do. So I don't love the Seaking. I think I'd rather stick with the Dipplin because the other advantage that the Dipplin has is that you can use 4 bug catching set. So bug catching set gets you your Thwackies, it gets you your Dipplin. You don't have to use Irida to find your Seaking plus an item. You have 4 bug catching set, you have 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, you do 100 damage with a full bench, so that's 200 minimum. Whereas with this, yes, you get the card draw, but 120 damage just doesn't feel good. It's like chunky peanut butter between your toes. You know, it just, yeah, it gets the job done. It still makes you oily and makes you really slick. But it's just, it doesn't quite get you there. Okay, so we do have the KO, right? Yeah, we just go for Festival Grounds. That's actually really good. I believe we have it right now. Arezu doesn't do it. Arven would help them, or no, sorry, Iono would help them out too much. So we go Arven for Rare Candy. I want to do the funny thing. So I know what the smart thing is, but I want to do the funny thing. And you know, if Trust Your Pilot has a chance to do the funny thing, he's doing the funny thing. All right, so we go Rare Candy into you. They will most likely attack with the Blood Moon Ursaluna. And we do have a Goldeen. Maybe I do go for the Poffin here. And we live to fight another turn. Yeah, I mean, I should maybe be smarter here, but like I know what I have to do. All right, so we're gonna do the funny thing. We didn't do the funny thing, we're doing the funny thing. So there's a difference. We could have done the funny thing, but this is the funny thing. Obviously, we're giving them a chance to get the Bouffalant, and that's going to make life a lot more difficult for me. But yeah, Jukes, they don't understand it. There's been issues with this game for 3 years that they still haven't fixed. Like, just being able to select a card from your deck is not a guarantee. And if, like, they mention it in the known issues, which they think they posted in September, and they haven't, you know, fixed it, that they said it was in September a known issue, and they still haven't done anything to fix it. Oh, it's just a mess. Oh, right, I forgot about those. Okay, there's Unified Beatdown. That's great. I think their key to victory this entire game was just a Bouffalant. So we have to go up with the Seaking. We have triple Thwackey. I don't think we can lose now. I think it's almost guaranteed that we win this one. We have to go Super Rod in Goldeen, Seaking. Ooh, hang on. I guess we go 1 Goldeen and then a Fire Energy. And yeah, Irida for Seaking. Often we definitely need that energy retrieval. All right, I think I got this one. It didn't necessarily require math, but I figured it out. So there's the Goldeen. We have to take a double KO, Boom Boom Groove for. Oh, I have another Fuecoco. Damn! Why do you have 80 hit points? Why do you suck so much? Okay, and then we go and get Festival Grounds. You're not tipping your Fedora. All right, yeah, they got to get rid of cards. I also have to get rid of, I guess, the Thwackey that I've already used, because I totally remembered that bumping the Area 0 would force me to do this, and I was like, yeah, I'll do the Thwackey first, and then we'll get rid of the Thwackey that we've already used, because that's a pro-level play, and I'm a pro-level player. And yeah, let me pop off. That was a pro play right there. Maybe I should have done it differently, but it was still a pro play, okay? I sell pro plays and pro plays accessories. All right, double energy. I can knock out the Ursaluna. I think we do knock out the Ursaluna, right? Right? I'm not stupid. Well, okay, don't answer that. But I think we can knock out the Ursaluna this turn. Okay, so that will be Skeledirge. So that's 130. So then we go Counter Catcher the Ursaluna. Yes, 260. We're drawing 4 cards. They're probably going to use Iono or something. And the reason I went for the... Oh, that was weird. The reason I went for the Ursaluna is because... I mean, the Bouffalant's still going to screw us over. If they get a Bouffalant, if they get that second Bouffalant, we are so screwed. Maybe they prized it. Maybe they have just been too focused on trying to, you know, just attack and get area 0 and do enough damage that they haven't been able to get it up here. Oh. Oh no. That's unfortunate. So I don't know here. This is a tough one. Because, wait, are my last 2 prizes Festival Grounds? I believe my last 2 prize cards are 2 Festival Grounds if I play 4 Festival Grounds. Because there was only 2 in the deck to start out with. Unless there was some shuffling shenanigans. And Jukes, I mean, if you're playing with your rod for more than 6 hours, you should go see a doctor. That's the common side effects. Don't I have 1 discarded? Can I just not count? Yeah, there's only 1 in the discard. So we have 1 Festival Grounds discarded, 1 in play, none in my hand. I don't think there's any left in deck unless I just wasn't paying attention. So it's likely that my last 2 prizes are Festival Grounds unless I don't know what's in my list. You won't have to worry about prize cards after today's stream. Well, for like a week. You know, I'm not going to TCG Pocket forever. I'm just going to make some money, some quick cash off those nerds who are... You know, off those nerds who only care about, you know, being happy and playing a card game that's fun. This is a risky play by them because I haven't played a bosses and they're going to leave themselves with 1 prize card and they got a really tasty Noctowl over there. And Jukes, I know, okay, I know. All right, this should be a Festival Grounds, right? Yeah, see, we prized 2 Festival Grounds. This is, how can you tell that PDCGL hates you when you literally prize the half of the most important card in your deck and then it's saved for the last 2 prizes? Okay, again, they're being very risky. They got double turbo and then there's the Festival Ground. My goodness. So I believe we win because I have double Thwackey. We have the Festival Grounds. Did they play a supporter? Yeah, they played Research. Okay, so yeah, we definitely win. I was very smart. I did everything perfectly. I made 0 oopsies this game, except for the slight oopsie that was, you know, at an earlier junction in this game. Okay, Festival Grounds. I think we try. Okay, I'm going to try to get the KO on the active. That is the strategy. And I think we did it, right? We go 240, so we don't even have to bring up anybody. It's like just an easy win. That effect is so weird. I don't why. Like it got, yeah, like wait, that turned into a Thwackey. Wait, you saw that, right? That was a Thwackey. I thought it was a mirror effect of your opponent's bench, but their Terrapados turned into a Thwackey. It doesn't make any sense. It's inconsistent. Like, what is the mirror effect mirroring? Why is it mirroring a Thwackey? Why does it just choose a random Pokemon and say, here, let's just show that? It makes no sense. The only thing that makes sense is you subscribing to me. This is going to be a really weird game. Okay, so we can't use the Charmander. What is the Rabska? How much damage does Rabska do for each energy attached to your opponent's active? So you're going to do 40, which can knock out an Applin, but that's not going to come into play here. Okay, so we just go Goldeen and Grookey. And then this guy at least will be slightly more set up than them. I guess I go for the Trolley because we'll be slightly more set up. We have Evolution. We have the Jet Energy for next turn if they somehow, for some reason, don't take a KO. Radiant Charizard, I think, is going to be super duper important here. I mean, I can't take a risk with the Charmander. We just have to go with Radiant Zard. And this is going to take all my cunning here. And the good news is we don't have to worry about putting Festival Grounds in play. We don't have to worry about having our festival grounds in there, because guess what? They already did it for us. Okay, so we go evolution on Goldeen and Grookey, because we have a Thwackey in the... Okay, we prized the Thwackey. That's okay. We also prized, what, 2 Seaking? 1 Seaking? I can't remember how many are in this list. Okay, so we're going to need to use our recovery cards. We're going to have to use Radiant Charizard really well. Going first was a huge boon for them. But they do need... Oh my god. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. We just need a Defiance Band. And I have to give them my Seaking. Okay, so they literally had the perfect hand. Like, literally, they had everything they needed without even having to try and look for it. They had the Dipplin, the Hero's Cape, the energy, the everything. Does Hero's Cape make sense in this deck? Oh, no. Oh, no, that's fine. Wait, you don't have the... You don't have the KO. You have to get a bench. Because they currently are only doing 80 damage. Did they just make an oopsie? Did you just... Are you so lazy that you ruined it? That you took away what could have been a glorious game from the viewers at home? We could have had a game for the ages. We literally could have had one of the greatest games in history. Everyone say shame on lazy. Shame on you. Shaming on you for ruining what could have been a wonderful time had by all. So we're not taking a knockout, but we are drawing 4 cards, which is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, bro, so sweet. Okay, and then we go rescue board. Because I can't take a KO. That is obviously one of the issues with this deck, is the fact that you can't really, you know, do anything. The fact that, you know, you can't really do anything with this deck. So we want to go and get... We want to have as many Seaking as possible. And we only have 2. We want to have as many Seaking as possible, but we don't really have any. And, you know, I could have gone for bosses, but that's fine. We had the Arven. We used the Arven. I just want to draw a bunch of cards. So, I mean, the festival grounds really only makes sense if we do it like that. We have Iono, we have Roxanne, we have Irida. I guess I just go for the Radiant Zard and just sort of have it. But there's so many issues right now. All right, so we go rapid draw. And then we draw 4 cards. There's no lost vacuum. And you're going to have a hard time getting used to the real TCG. Well, that's kind of the thing, is that it's a gateway. They want to get you hooked. So like, oh, it's really difficult for people to get product for this game in real life. Okay, so we're going to give them a digital way to open up packs, get them hooked, move them to the physical card game. They're going to try TCG Live, realize that TCG Live is a horrible game. And then what's going to happen is they're going to come over and spend all their money on IRL product when we release more like Prismatic Evolutions, and it'll be great. All right, so Seaking gets knocked out. I have to send up my other Seaking. Yeah, they take a KO. I think what I have to do is we have to bosses the Thwackey. Hang on, how do we... Who do we go after here? Yeah, that changes things a little bit. All right, so... Night Stretcher is also very important. We go Boom Boom Groove. I'm going to need a Super Rod here. All right, so how do we do this? Because remember, the Charizard EX is weak to grass. And that means it gets one shot, which is very bad for us. And then, do we have a Super Rod? We have a Super Rod. Let's get that just to have it. Okay, and then we go attached to the Seaking. I think I go Night Stretcher, the Goldeen. Actually, no, because I used my Jet Energy earlier, so we kind of have to do this. That's not good. All right. If I go for the Thwackey, That is okay, because we can go Defiance Band. No, because we can't. Because we have Defiance Band. And that's only 90. God, I wish I was playing Dipplin. I wish I was playing Dipplin right now. All right, so I guess I used Counter Catcher. I don't know. Okay, so we go. I mean, if I knock out, I can take a 2-prize turn. I think this is our best course of action. I think it's stupid, but I think it's our best course of action. Is that we knock out the Goldeen. We knock out, I mean, they might give us the Thwackey. I highly doubt they're going to give us the Thwackey. I imagine they'll give me the Applin without the energy on it. Yeah, they'll give me the Applin without the energy. And then we go ahead. So the reason there were multiple reasons why I did that. It's a little weird, you know, we're going ahead on prizes, but the fact that they only have one Thwackey is good, but the fact that I would have to waste one Seaking to knock out a Thwackey, and then they would just, you know, potentially do some crazy things. I don't know. Was it right to go for the Thwackey there? Because that shuts off what they need, but they had a Goldeen. They might very well have a Research or something in their hand. It was just such a tough call. Because I would waste a Seaking. I had to basically bet on the fact that they were going to have it like that. I used the bosses prematurely because I figured there's going to be another time where we can use Counter Catcher. I believe the Grookey is what we're going to sacrifice next turn because we can't lose the Thwackey. Yeah, that's fine. The Defiance Band is fine. They have Rescue Board. Okay. And there's the Iono. Okay. Well, they are doing a lot of stuff to counter me. Okay, there's Relor. That's good. They're only doing 60. The only issue that could arise is if they were somehow able to one-shot the Seaking this turn, and I don't think they can do that. And this is why I prefer the Dipplin build, is because Bug Catching Set just gets you, it gets you your Thwackey, it gets you your Dipplin, it gets you your energy. It's just so good. Okay, so the Seaking is getting knocked out. The Roxanne does nothing. That's okay. All right, we go Goldeen. This Grookey, I have a feeling, you know, I know you're happy right now, Grookey, but I have a feeling that sometime in the very near future, you're about to get bodied. You're about to get absolutely obliterated in a second. And then, okay, I think it should be Boom Boom Groove for Super Rod. We go Super Rod. And then I can sort of leverage my next turn. We get all those guys. We go Irida for Seaking, and ooh, those are not good. Those are bad. Those are some not great cards. And then we have the Goldeen. I have to. It will be fine. We'll be fine because I can definitely leverage my turns here because we're going to be drawing 4 cards, which is really good. And then we go Buddy-Buddy Poffin for the Goldeen. There's definitely a situation where I'm going to be attacking with Charizard at some point, but because we don't have very much energy left, it's going to be really difficult. All right, so let's go Fire Energy. And isn't it cool? So we have a developer here. Can you explain why I can't use the scroll wheel? Can you explain why I can't use the scroll wheel, even though I can use the scroll wheel in other aspects of this game? Because yes, you still cannot use the scroll wheel on your deck, even though you could do that on PDC Geo, I believe. And Jukes, this is a family-friendly channel, so you know I'll let that swear slide now because you didn't know the rules. But this is a family-friendly channel, so please refrain from using bad words here. And yeah, they don't know how to implement things, and they don't know how to fix issues they've created. Okay, so because I'm weak to lightning, the Rapster doesn't matter. Jetty, what the hell? Jetty, I just said, you know, just because you're a sub, you may have used your one swear pass Okay, this is it. If you say one more bad word, the next person to say a bad word is getting banned. Okay, the YouTube audience gives me all of my money. I have to make sure this is family friendly for all of them so we can get the kids. It's what the Pokemon Company does with children. They get them early and then they milk them for the rest of their lives. So I want to milk children. And yeah, even in places where you can use it, it's so slow. I know. All right, so they're going to be able to Defiance Band. They're going to be taking a 2-prize turn. That's okay. I do have the Roxanne. I mean, they might just go for all the things. Okay, how do we do this? They have a hundo damage turn, so maybe I shouldn't have gone ahead on prizes. That was always going to be the problem, is if I go ahead on prizes, things are going to get bad. I just didn't think they'd have a turn where they literally fill up their entire bench. All right, so we have to prevent them from taking a 2-prize turn is essentially what's going to happen here. So the Grookey, I'm sorry, buddy. your time has arrived. The time that I said was going to arrive has arrived. Okay, Goldeen in front. I do need to grab the Radiant Charizard because I didn't realize how many jet energy this deck had. All right, we got this. We got this. Press 1 if we got this. Don't need that. And then, what do I have to Night Stretcher? Okay, so we have Irida. I have Roxanne. Roxanne seems kind of decent. The question is, do we Roxanne first? Because I'm guaranteed to get Seaking and an energy off of this, and then we can knock out whoever except for the Thwackey. So I think we go Roxanne, and then I think we got it. As long as I can get the Radiant Charizard off of this Roxanne, what the hell? As long as I can get the Radiant Charizard off of this, we'll be fine. And we did get the Defiance Band. I didn't think that was going to happen. All right, so we go Seaking. We only have the one Seaking left. That's okay. I have to make a judgment call here. All right, so we're doing 90. Because you top out at 90. What the hell is wrong with your face? Why is your face so stupid? Okay, so the Thwackey is a problem. I have to go... Yeah, that guy is fine. And then... there's energy in the deck. I think the only way that I win is if I put the Radiant Charizard into play. I don't think I have a way of winning unless Radiant Charizard sees the field, and then I also should put the Charmander down. Because this was always going to be the situation that I believe was going to happen, is that I don't win if Radiant Charizard doesn't see the field. So is there any reason to counter catcher anybody? Because I can't knock out the Thwackey no matter what I do. The Rabsca's useless. I could go after the Applin, but I think it's just a case of I got to knock out the Dipplin. I got to get rid of all of their festival leaders and then just hope. And then hope I don't draw into my energy. Right? Because if I draw into my energy here, we're kind of screwed. Well, I mean, we're not really screwed. I can just attack with Radiant Charizard, but I was thinking we can use Charizard EX's ability to attack with Charizard EX, but we're going to be able to use Radiant Charizard, so that shouldn't be a problem. And Frigibax, how are you doing? They're trying to decide. We're both in just this weird... Yeah, we're in this really weird situation where they don't have any festival leaders in play, and that was the smartest move they had, but... we're tied on prizes, so they need a Vitality Band. They haven't played a Vitality Band. And Jukes, you have to be subbed to say bad words. That's the thing. You have to pay me to be my friend. You have to pay me to say bad words. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot! Oh my god, they are the absolute goat of goats. The thing you never experience with Rescue Board. The thing that you never see with Rescue Board has occurred. Oh no. The thing you never pay attention to. If that Pokemon's HP is 30 or less, it has free retreat. So I am punished for hitting into that Thwackey. So I guess I could have not attacked them, but that wouldn't have changed anything. Right? And they would need a jet energy. So they still need quite a bit to win this game. And I always have the Radiant Charizard. So if it was the opposite for them, like if I had the Radiant Charizard in the active now, that'd be good. So they have to go, they would have to Seaking the Radiant Charizard, but you'd have to Defiance. There's way too many things. There's way too many things going on. They have retreated, which isn't great for them. And Frigibacks, I don't play IRL. You know, I'm too busy thwacking off over here. We're thwacking off right now. There's Dipplin. Defiance Band isn't active, so they would need a switch or a jet energy or something. Okay, so do we win now? Because they can give me another Thwackey, but they can't. They probably don't have it like that, right? All right, so we don't evolve. That is step one. Do not pull an oopsie and evolve. That would be bad. All right, so we play with our balls. I don't send up the Radiant Charizard. That is very important that we do not send up the Radzard. All right, and then do I go... I think I go for Night Stretcher for the Seaking. Right, we go Night Stretcher, Seaking, because I want to be able to just have it on the bench. All right, so Night Stretcher for Seaking. We have plenty of energy in the deck. I'm not worried about that. We have a jet energy if they try to do any trapping shenanigans. And oh no, I meant to grab the Seaking. Oh, I was just talking about energy and I got confused. I thought I was looking at my deck because, you know, it's all those. I blame chat. I blame all of you for this. Okay, so we're gonna go get the bosses. Okay, we're gonna have that for next turn. We have the Radiant Charizard with the energy. I never make an oopsie, okay? It has never happened. It is all chat's fault for distracting me. And then we play with our balls. We get rid of Thwackey and Charmander because this one can't attack, though that would actually be really goated if I had the Charmander that could attack right now for a single energy. All right, and then can they take a double KO? They would have to... They can take a double KO. But the thing is, I can take a... No, I can't take a double KO. I mean, I kind of just have to go for it, right? They probably have it like that. Because what they can do... No, I don't think they have it like that. Because no matter what, I can just give them the Radiant Charizard. Remember like 30 minutes ago when I said this was going to be a very difficult matchup and it was going to stress my brain? And now I am seeing it where it mirrors your bench. I thought it mirrored their bench because, you know, I was never the one playing the water deck. So I thought that when your opponent attacked with a water Pokemon and it showed you your bench, I thought it mirrored your bench, but no, it mirrors your bench even when you're attacking them, which is just really weird. Yeah, there's an Iono. That's fine because we have the Radiant Charizard, right? That's why I put the energy on the Radiant Charizard. I turned an oopsie into a Yippee. Turned an oopsie into a Yippee. So they have to take 2 prizes this turn with a deck that can't take 2 prizes this turn. They can't double de-evolution. They can't use do the wave and then de-evolution because the wording is very specific. This Pokemon may use an attack it has twice. If you attach a de-evolution, the attack is the de-evolution, so that's why you can't use double de-evolution or anything. And again, did you notice that, Jukes, where the arrow was on top of the 70 damage? Just another great example of, you know, how to break a developer's brain. Yeah, it says it has to be an attack it has, and the de-evolution is a tool, and the attack is on the de-evolution. This is the whole thing we had with Forest Sealstone and Genesect. So with Mew VMAX, if you had Path to the Peak in play, which shut off Genesect, you could still use Forest Sealstone because the Forest Sealstone The tool was the ability. The ability wasn't on the Poke. It was very confusing, but it's very specific with the Dipplin and the Seaking and the Festival Leaders, is that you can't use a technical machine twice. So if they use Do the Wave, and then they try to use De-Evolution, they can't, because De-Evolution is not an attack that it has. You can still use De-Evolution or Evolution, you just can't attack again. So it's confusing, but it can only use Do the Wave, it can only use Rapid Draw, or if there's a Relicanth in play, I believe you can do it. I haven't tried it. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I tried to read a card. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, PDCGL. I tried to read a card and now I've upset you. Please, please. No, I'm so sorry, PDCGL. Okay, this is one of those times where you wish you could wish your opponent like a good game, but then you just have to give them a sarcastic thumbs up because that was really good. Yeah, see, that's why I make all those mistakes and I don't read cards, is because if you read cards, the game just absolutely breaks and freaks out and it's horrible. So let that be a lesson. Learning not to read, not knowing how to read is actually a good thing, because then PDCGL doesn't break. If you read your cards, why is the Radiant Charizard? You do not deserve that. You do not deserve that, Radiant Charizard. And why are you wearing socks? I want to see them toes. What the YouTube audience at home doesn't understand is that this is a rematch, and it's a rematch in matchmaking because PDCGL has so many players. And what happened was, I decided, hey, let's build a version with the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Guess which card I happened to start and had nobody else's backup. And then even after I tried to do everything, I was able to get a switch. I got the Ursaluna out of the active. I item locked them, put a gift energy on the Duderson. And even then PDCGO just slapped me across the face and said, you like that. All right, we definitely have to knock out this dude because we can't let them get the Radiant Greninja set up. So in the previous game, my opponent, they did eventually start attaching to the Radiant Greninja, but they didn't see my Manaphy, so I thought that would be like the secret sauce that I put in every single hamburger I made at McDonald's when I worked there for a weekend, and then I got fired for complaints that we won't get into. But I don't even remember what I was doing. But yeah, the Radiant Greninja, I thought the Manaphy would be the secret sauce because they didn't see that I had it. Obviously, they didn't attach to the Radiant Greninja, and we're going to win now. Because the only way that you lose this matchup against Flareon Jolteon is if PDCGL is like, no, we're going to start the Ursaluna. Don't worry. Don't worry. You want to start the Ursaluna. It'll be okay. Ursaluna is definitely a card you want at the start of a game. You don't want any of your other 10 to 12 basics. You want the Ursaluna and an unplayable hand that you have to just hope for and cross your toes. And technically I did do a good job. I Iono'd into the switch. We switched into Budew. I attached the gift energy to the Budew. Item locked them. Thought everything was going great. Thought everything was going monkey dory. And then they bossed the Ursaluna and just Flareon'd, and I was just like, yeah, we're out of it. And early on in the game, I did have 2 Festival Grounds. So the reason I didn't put Festival Grounds into play early is because they have a Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom can one-shot a Goldeen. I'm very smart. And that's just how it goes down. Ooh, Lana. Okay. Festival Grounds. We have Energy. Oh, this is an easy Lana's, I think, right? So we go Lana into Goldeen, Seeking Energy. And then Goldeen, Seeking in the active. 100% we're going for Togepi. We are tied on prizes, so Defiance Band does nothing. And then I guess it's going to be a Poffin. Yeah, we want to get the Poffin. And then we go for Togepi and Togepi Goldeen. That's good. Okay, so my hand is completely unplayable. That's fine. We're going to be drawing a bunch of cards. Does the Vitality Band change anything right now? Because I do want to save something to have a big KO at the end of the game with the Ursaluna. We do have a reversal energy for the Togekiss. I think I want to get a card that I don't necessarily need for next turn, and that'll be the reversal energy. I don't necessarily need it. Then we go Rapid Draw. Because I am fully fully expecting that we are going to get Iono'd here. You know, yeah, I could have gone for Vitality Band, but it's like I don't have another Vitality Band, so it wouldn't make sense. All right, I'm fully expecting an Iono. They probably have Noctowl into Iono. That's why I didn't go and get a card that I needed. Okay, that's fine. That sucks, but that's fine. And they do have the Glaceon, but the Glaceon isn't a big problem. So this is not the one that makes itself immune to damage from evolution Pokemon. This is the one that damages you at the end of your turn. So that one's actually okay. Okay, so they're ahead on prizes. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. We have the Togekiss. We have everything we need to win. Well, we need to go get the Togekiss is what I was trying to say. All right, so let's go. Then we go Irida for Seaking and Super Rod, because we already have a counter catcher, and then I Super Rod some things back in. We go Goldeen, Seaking. Okay, and then Seaking the active, Grass Energy the active. We're gonna go get Togekiss. And you're not gonna let us down, are you, Togekiss? No, we had a little talk in the back room there. You're not going to let us down today. This is your chance to shine. You're never going to let us down. You're not going to Rick Astley us here, okay? And then I mean, I can knock out the Fan Rotom. That actually might be the right play here. I think we go Defiance Band, because we're doing 90 now. And then, actually, no, we go to Hooters. We definitely go to Hooters, because this shuts off just their ability to grab any card they want. And then I think we have a Jet Energy. That'll be for Ursa Luna at the end of this game. We go grab another Goldeen. That's good. We keep the Nest Balls. Again, we want to keep Nest Balls for our Budew. And then I like how none of the cards in my hand are playable. We have 8 cards in my hand. Can't use any of them. Okay, that's fine. Come on, Togekiss. Oh my God! You actually did something right in your life. Thank you. Okay, there's the Grookey, there's the Night Stretcher. PDCGL is currently breaking because it can't understand that things are happening at a rapid pace right now. All right, I know you probably can't see. Hey, hang on, I can do this. I can do this just for you. So the reason the chat isn't popping off today is because I'm streaming against San Antonio Regionals. And whenever I stream against the regionals, the viewership goes way down. And also, you know, those Twitch viewers, their attention span is terrible. Their attention span is not like you, the YouTube audience. You can watch a full 60-minute video and never skip ahead, never do anything, never, you know, get distracted by anything but your toes. That Twitch audience, they're just always like, oh, I wonder who else is live right now. Pilot's talking about balls and feet again. So there you go. You get the full glory of my hand because the Twitch chat is just, oh, this is fine. Okay. See, they can't even read it because I don't have the background. You can use your feet, Shiny Ray. All right. I don't currently have the KO. But what I can do, hang on, do I have the KO? Hey, no, Jetty, no, but she plays TCG Pocket, that doesn't count. Okay, so I think I just retreat, right? Or I just go like Jet Energy and do boring things. No, we leave it up to the heart of the cards here. A boring person would do the optimal play and go for the win here. A cool person does all the cool things, and I'm a cool person. I'm a cool dude. Okay, this is what cool people do in their off time. And then we go Gift Energy on this guy. Are you ready? I believe in you so hard, Togekiss. I mean, we don't actually lose the game if I screw this up, so I'm not really taking that much of a chancey. But I'm gonna pretend like this is do or die. If I don't get this right, we lose the game. I believe in you, buddy. I want to kiss you on the toe. Why? You are the worst card printed in the history of the game. I literally left everything up to you to win this game. And what did you do? You stuck your toes in my nose and I said I wanted them in my mouth. Okay, so this is fine. I'm gonna send up the Seaking that has the gift energy. That was all part of the plan. Briar, they don't have access to Briar. They don't have a Radiant Greninja set up. And yeah, how can you say that, like, Sprigatito? I don't even know, like, what were they thinking printing Sprigatito EX? It is just one of the worst Pokemon cards in the history of the universe. Okay, there's nothing funny that I can do because I can't attack, I can't beat them off with, I can't thwack them off or beat them off with Thwackey. They literally gave a Pokemon called Thwackey the attack beat because they're cool like that. So it's just going to be Prime Catcher the Ursaluna, attach the reversal, be boring, I guess. Togekiss can still flip heads, but it's not as fun. Really boring stuff. And for the YouTube audience, I am using a new microphone. So this is like the beta test. They're going to land their ass on me. So if you have any thoughts about the microphone, please let me know in the comments. I will tweak it and I'll fine tune it. But just if you have any immediate thoughts, please let me know. So boring. Reversal energy. 240. Boom. You know, I spent money. A lot of those other YouTubers spend their YouTube money on boring things like a house and food. I spend it on microphones that might sound worse because I care about all of you. I take that money, I reinvest it. You go over to the Twitch channel, all the money I make from Twitch, I spend on emotes like that Eevee Bongo one. I'm probably going to spend more money on useless emotes that nobody uses because I care about the viewing experience. That's why I always have my toes out.